Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Swami Jyotirmayananda Society, our journey to self-realization. Please subscribe for mystical meanings and to enjoy daily satsang with us. We are currently exploring the book The Mystery of the Soul, Katha Upanishad, commentaries by Swami Jyotirmayananda ji, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. We are currently on chapter 2, section 1, mantra number 8. The all knowing fire god is hidden between the two pieces of sacrificial wood, even as a fetus is well preserved by a pregnant woman. He is worshipped daily with sacrificial offerings by those who are spiritually awake. He is fit to be adored. This is indeed that. Those who are devoted to the performance of sacrifices cherish the sacrificial fire, which is called yajna, in which we put butter and clarified butter, ghee, etc., in different kind of herbs, which is lit with the help of two pieces of wood. That's called samhita in the Sanatana Dharma. So, just as a fetus is cherished by a pregnant woman with immense care and affection, so devotees cherish that sacrificial fire because it grants them the joys of heaven and it also fulfills their desires on planet Earth. However, those who have risen above the external ritualism of sacrificial fires and sacrifices adopt a higher form of sacrifice. In this sacrifice, fire is the symbol of the self. It is kindled by two pieces of wood in the form of guru and disciple. So you don't need to do the actual ritual of the wood and the herbs and the wooden iron pot in which you pour ghee and butter and then chant mantras. This is a deeper relationship between the guru and the disciple, where the two pieces of wood, one is the guru, one is the disciple, and they rub against each other so the knowledge can be transferred and fire can emerge. As a result of spiritual instruction, this fire is cherished in the heart of a yogi and is awakened by ceaseless meditation on who am I. So this is how this beautiful process works. It's also a yajna. This is also a austerity. Spiritual aspiration is like the fetus that must be preserved with great care and tenderness until the intuitive vision is born. So this is a beautiful visual example for all mothers and all families expecting a baby or anybody who has given birth. How gently we care for the baby, we cannot see it, and yet we make sure we do all things, eat properly, live properly, and then guide the soul. And when it comes out, that is the delivery date, and that in this case is pragya or intuitive vision. So guru and disciple are working together for that birth of enlightenment. That is the baby to be born. By presenting the illustration of a fetus, the Upanishad gives us a vivid picture of the intensity of devotion that must be developed by an aspirant towards the realization of the fire that is hidden in his heart. So, when we do it sincerely, as if we are giving birth, then the journey becomes joyous also. Mantra number 9. Whence the sun rises and into which the sun sets, in that all gods abide. None can go beyond that. That is indeed that what you have asked for. So Nachiketa is being nourished by what he asked for. He wanted to know the mystery of the soul, which the Yama, Lord of Death, is so compassionately giving to Nachiketa, a 5-year-old boy, and through him all of us are benefiting. This mantra gives the art of meditating upon Brahman by adopting the symbol of cosmic prana. Cosmic prana, subtle energy in the universe. It is the cosmic prana which is an aspect of Hiranyagarbha or the cosmic mind, which sustains all functions of the earth, the moon, the sun, and the stars. All of that is controlled by the cosmic prana. An aspirant should meditate upon cosmic prana as Brahman, the absolute. Just as this world of material bodies arises from prana and subsides into prana, so too all living beings, this entire creation rises from Brahman and subsides into Brahman. Think of the Brahman like an ocean and creation being the waves. It comes up, rises, and goes back. The waves go vertical, then they fall back. The ocean is horizontal, even, and it absorbs all the waves that keep coming in and out. So, furthermore, the cosmic mind is the sun that illumines this world from an objective point of view. This intellect in a human being arises from the cosmic mind and subsides in the cosmic mind. Remember, the cosmic mind is the sum total of all the universal minds combined. So, our goal is to connect to that supercomputer, that essence, that big mind through which we are getting our little energy. In turn, cosmic mind arises from Brahman and subsides in Brahman. So, when it's like a train, once the engine is pulling, it can also carry a lot of passenger carts along with it. That is the process. There is nothing beyond Brahman. That is it. Brahman is independent. It doesn't need any other source. It doesn't report to anybody. It is the creator as well as the created. And this is where the cause and effect stops. Normally, there is a cause and then it has an effect. So we say, who created this building? It didn't stand up on its own. Somebody must have created it. There must be an architect. There must be people. Who built this watch? It was made in Switzerland. Somebody must have made it. So this is how we analyze. But for God, you can't use that logic. He creates it, he thinks it, and he becomes the created as well as the creator. And that is the beauty or the differentiation that brings so much more depth into this knowledge. And this is the knowledge of Upanishads or Vedanta, part of Sanatana Dharma, but it is all part of that source, that there is nothing beyond Brahman. Thus, an aspirant should seek the spiritual source whence the intellect arises and into which the intellect subsides by inquiring, who am I? The truth that is revealed through this spiritual pursuit is Brahman, the absolute self. Who am I? Brahman. That is the answer. You are not your name and your city where you live in and who you are and what kind of family or what kind of job you have. That's okay. That's your practical reality. You've been doing that in every single life. You have had countless lives. In every one of those lives, you have gone through the same rigmarole, same set of different parents. They just look different, but parents, brothers, siblings, pets, jobs. And then we have varied also, sometimes plants, sometimes animals, sometimes humans. So, but every time you are that, thou art that, nothing else. So, once we know this, the journey becomes much easier. Mantra number 10: Brahman that is here in this world is the same there in the other world. There are no two Brahmans, there's only one God. You may call him through different religions, through different names, through different forms, through different aspects. All that doesn't matter. He comes to you through multiplicity, can create any form. That which is there is here also. Whoever sees multiplicity in this world goes from death to death. He'll keep getting born because he's thinking things are different. God is different. I am different. He is different. He is my enemy. He is my friend. So you'll keep thinking in those terms only. So what will happen at the time of death? You'll think of something and that's what you'll get. You hate somebody, that's who you will be born with to take your revenge. You see, the cycle continues like that. The system is foolproof. So we have to grow, we have to understand, that all this is non dual, like a dream. Brahman expresses itself in the form of this objective creation through its Maya or cosmic illusion. So we will continue mantra number 10 that we have just begun in tomorrow's satsang. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Hari Om Tat Sat.